Welcome back to the sterile, cold, and uncompromising theater of biological truth. I am Dr. Thorne, and today we are performing a deep, clinical neural debridement on the most neglected, most misunderstood, and most systematically sabotaged organ in the entire human hierarchy, the pineal gland. Look closely at the gray, shuffling, and hollow masses in the year 2026. They move through their shallow, reactive lives in a state of perpetual, semi-conscious fog, their natural intuition silenced, their vital sleep cycles shattered, and their essential connection to the fundamental frequencies of the earth completely and violently severed by the noise of the era. They are not merely tired, and they are not merely stressed, they are biologically, neurologically, and spiritually blinded. In the year 2026, your modern environment has been meticulously and clinically weaponized to turn your internal master regulator, your biological antenna, into a useless, hardened, and silent piece of calcified stone. Through the systematic and constant introduction of industrial fluoride in your water supply, the overwhelming and unnatural pressure of artificial blue light, and the relentless, invisible bombardment of non-native electromagnetic frequencies, your pineal gland has been effectively neutralized and buried in chemical debris. You have been turned into a biological robot that can no longer sense the subtle, energetic shifts in the landscape around you, making you the perfect, compliant citizen of a distracted world. But today, in the 39th protocol of the Thorne archives, we are initiating the radical decalcification process. We are not here to discuss ancient myths, poetic metaphors, or vague spiritual concepts. We are here to discuss hardcore biochemistry, molecular biology, and the physical restoration of your internal navigation system. If you truly wish to escape the suffocating digital fog and the mental slavery of the year 2026, you must first have the courage to clear the industrial debris from the very center of your own brain. The clinical intervention begins now, and in this laboratory, there is no room for hesitation or doubt. Analyze the chemistry of enslavement with me under the cold, blue light of the laboratory, and understand how the year 2026 ensures your total compliance through the slow, steady, and invisible poisoning of your neural tissue. The pineal gland is unique and highly vulnerable in the human body. Unlike the rest of the brain, it is not protected by the blood-brain barrier, making it a primary, defenseless target for the accumulation of heavy metals and modern toxins. Specifically, in the year 2026, fluoride has been deployed as a biological weapon that seeks out the pineal gland with an almost magnetic, predatory precision, binding to its soft, sensitive tissue and forming a hard, crystalline shell of calcium phosphate. This is pineal calcification, and it is the physical manifestation of your total loss of biological sovereignty. As this tiny organ, the size of a single grain of rice, becomes encased in stone, its ability to produce melatonin and other essential neurochemicals is catastrophically diminished. This results in the chronic insomnia, the deep, unexplained depression, and the total lack of creative vision that defines the population of the year 2026. You are being turned into a closed, reactive system, a biological machine that can only receive signals from the external, technological world, while remaining deaf to the profound internal signals of your own spirit. Dr. Thorne is here to tell you that your third eye is not a poetic concept, it is a light-sensitive, crystalline transducer that requires absolute purity to function. In the year 2026, the water you drink and the toothpaste you use are designed to keep that transducer silent and useless. We are identifying the chemical prangler today and preparing the molecular enzymes necessary to dissolve them once and for all, restoring the clarity of your internal sight. In the third layer of this neural intervention, we must explore the alchemy of the Master Regulator and how the year 2026 uses light to blind your internal sun. Your pineal gland is your primary biological clock. It is the conductor of your entire hormonal symphony, reacting with incredible, microscopic sensitivity to the presence and absolute absence of light. But you have replaced the natural, healing, and sacred darkness of the night with the flickering, aggressive, and monochromatic blue light of your digital screens and LED bulbs. This constant, high-energy exposure to artificial spectra tells your pineal gland that it is perpetually noon, effectively halting the production of melatonin, the most powerful neuroprotective, anti-aging, and cancer-fighting molecule known to modern science. Without this repair cycle, your brain cannot enter the state of deep, regenerative repair, and your pineal gland begins to atrophy and shrink from disuse. In the year 2026, you are living in a state of permanent noon, a biological nightmare that leaves your neural pathways inflamed, your cells exhausted, and your spirit drained. Dr. Thorne wants you to understand that the pineal gland is a photon-driven engine. When you feed it the wrong photons at the wrong time, the engine stalls and the system crashes. We are witnessing a global collapse of sleep quality and mental clarity because the master regulator has been blinded by the neon, digital glow of the modern cage. To reclaim your pineal antenna, you must first reclaim the darkness. You must learn to protect this delicate organ from the spectral tyranny of the year 2026, or you will remain a permanent prisoner of your own hormonal and emotional chaos. In this laboratory, we do not tolerate light pollution in the sacred neural theater. As we move into the fourth and most critical phase of the 39th protocol, we address the restoration of the biological antenna. Your pineal gland is not just a gland, it contains tiny, microscopic calcite crystals that exhibit profound piezoelectric properties. It is literally a crystalline radio receiver designed to tune into the subtle electromagnetic fields of the Earth and the vast cosmos. However, in the year 2026, these delicate, sensitive crystals are being jammed and distorted by the overwhelming noise of the global technological grid. You are surrounded by a violent sea of 5G, Wi-Fi, and satellite signals that are vibrating at frequencies that are fundamentally dissonant and destructive to human biology. You are not just a brain in a box, you are an antenna for eternity, and it is time your signal was crystal clear again. You are not just a brain in a box, you are an antenna for eternity, and it is time your signal was crystal clear again. We are now sealing this 39th chapter of the Thorne archives with a final, unyielding clinical decree for the year 2026. Your pineal gland is the throne of your biological sovereignty, and you will no longer allow it to be treated as a dumping ground for industrial waste or digital interference. From this microsecond forward, you will treat your pineal health as a matter of absolute tactical necessity for your survival as a free individual. You will filter your water with a ruthless, scientific obsession to remove the fluoride that seeks to stone your spirit and cloud your mind. You will banish the blue light from your sleeping quarters as if it were a lethal, invisible gas. You will seek out the natural, red, and golden spectra of the rising and setting sun to reset your ancient, biological clock and charge your neural capacitors. Dr. Thorne is not offering you a spiritual journey or a hollow self-help tip. I am offering you a profound biological upgrade that will separate you from the walking dead and the sleeping masses of the year 2026. While the rest of the population continues to move in their gray, calcified, and reactive trances, you will possess the clarity of a hawk and the intuition of a predator. Your master regulator will once again be a clear, crystalline window into the true, unfiltered nature of reality. The heavy lead doors of the 39th chapter are now officially closed, and the clinical intervention is complete. Go forth and see the world with a vision that cannot be censored, manipulated, or dimmed by any machine. Stay clear-headed. Stay biological. Stay sovereign in your neural architecture. Thorne, out.